Talking?
So my mom, she didn't want that.
Gotcha.
Especially since we were a senior group, so we had to.
Oh yeah, y'all had to enunciate. Did y'all seen that? What if God
Yup.
is not happy?
Yeah. That was one of our go-to songs.
Change the way we walk.
Because we didn't have a musician.
Yeah, everything acapella.
Everything acapella.
Oh, yeah.
You gotta learn your harmonies.
I'd have paid to come see y'all.
Huh?
I'd have paid to come see y'all.
Really? Honestly, had we stuck to it, we probably would have been like,
Clark sisters.
yeah. Honestly. But our god sister, we made a mistake of adding people that wasn't part of our family.
Oh.
I think that was the mistake.
You know how that go.
Yeah, they start telling you, oh, you better than them, and you should go solo, and all of that.
People so messy. People so messy.
Yup, you should go solo.
They start adding their opinions. Like, bruh, I'm 12 years old, bro. Don't tell me no stuff like that. Yeah, you.
They get you on the side too. They
Uh-huh.
Point to the
Yeah.
side, like I know, I understand.
Hey, look, you did so good today.
No, yeah, if I really told y'all the story how that went
You
down.
did so good today. Hey, just put this in your pocket. Yeah. Get you some snacks at school this
My
week.
god, sis, she did us wrong.
All right, we recording, so I mean, go ahead and tell the story if you want to. God, sister,
No, I would never. I love
what you
her.
miss, ass?
I love her. She was young. She was
We
young.
recording?
She know nobody?
Yeah, she
Oh, yeah,
know
we
nobody.
lit.
Oh,
Like 16. We were young. 16, 15, 13.
You was hooping there?
Uh-huh.
I would love to see that.
What, me playing ball?
You hooping.
I'm telling you.
So I seen it. I mean, I remember the jumper now. I remember the little slight jumper.
I used to get a call.
Hey, don't do me like that.
What
I
you
was,
mean?
I was dope. I had a nice shot.
I believe it.
If I ain't do anything,
You can shoot.
I could shoot. But I was one of those. I was a runner, so we did a lot of fast breaks.
She's a runner. She's a track star.
A lot of fast breaks.
She don't run away when they get hard.
I'm already down the court for sure.
So you already down the court?
I'm already down the court.
That's you, man.
Hey, look.
Gone.
Phew, gone. That's my favorite thing. Gone.
Yeah, our team was comprised of people who ran track.
Oh, that's dangerous.
Mm-hmm.
Y'all pressed the whole game.
What?
Yeah.
What?
Oh,
Team
yeah.
full of athlete. Oh, I'm running it. You don't even have to be skilled. You don't need all the skill. All the superstar player. If you got some jokers that can run,
Yep.
Anticipate
what?
and make a layup.
And then
That's
we
it.
That's it.
That's it. I don't need no shooters. Like if you can
Then
finish
we
at
was
the
a tall
rim.
team. Our shortest person was the point guard. Everybody else 5'8". So
And y'all ain't
running-
win championship, like state, none of that.
Let me tell you, one thing you gotta have is
A coach.
our coach was cool, but pressing on the players to be totally team always, even in those moments, because you allow your ego.
So you have people that thought they was better than what they really was.
Right. So if you have someone telling you, again, this is a thing where you let outside people mess up your
All over
relationship.
the place. And sports is the worst place to do
In
that.
the way.
Right. See, and this is kind of can correlate to the whole dating thing. Like when you let outside people dictate your relationship with your team, it can mess it up. So that's what happened. We lost. We could have won our local championship, but I got fouled out. Like the ref, it was crazy. But even the reason we got there was because the relationship between me and the point guard, they just fed into her head like, you better than her. The only reason she get these points is because, you giving it to him. Like, that's how it goes. Like, that's basketball.
Dang.
And so that was just always the thing. Like, I think after I had scored like 52 points one game.
Whoa. And so you get bucket. You walk. What?
Yeah, that was
I
like,
said 52.
50, like my coach made me stay in so I can get like,
That's your career high?
yeah.
Man, that's more than me about half the season. I ain't scored that much of the season.
Yeah.
52.
52. Granted, the team was like not that great.
The other
but-
team? Y'all playing against Special Olympics, wasn't it?
No.
I was out there pushing
Hold
them
on,
around.
wait a minute. No, it was a
I was out here kicking over wheelchairs.
no. We was in a.
You suited up. I mean, hey,
You getting them
I
lines?
see blood. You know what I'm saying?
No. We was in a good, yeah. But that team was like
Yeah.
not that, but still.
Your coach green as hell for that too, leaving you in the
Yeah,
game.
and we
A male or female?
We bust a clock. Female.
Oh yeah, she petty.
Yeah, she was like, "No, keep shooting." I was tired too. I'm like,
Hey, I
"Bruh."
mean, you know what they say, bro?
It ain't my job to
It
stop
ain't-
her.
Yeah, it's the other team's job to stop you. You
Bro,
know?
didn't Coach
They
Boone tell that
couldn't
to
stop
somebody?
me.
Yeah,
Because somebody complained about us.
yeah.
They couldn't stop
Man,
me.
take your starters out, man.
Hey, man, I'm tell you this right now.
if it was us on the other end, you wouldn't be saying that.
No,
Oh, yeah,
they
get mad about that. Boy.
they couldn't stop me. They couldn't.
Go off.
Yeah.
Hey man, welcome back to the outlet. It's your boy
Welcome.
Philo, man. Got B Holmes, Ivan in the building. Hey man, we just kicking it.
Yes.
I think I just wanted us to give this another shot. Like I know the first episode, like everybody kind of loosening up and trying to get a feel for each other. But I think, listen, these things gonna get betterer and betterer. Betterer and betterer. And we need y'all to keep sharing, man. Keep liking, keep subscribing, comment, all that good stuff. We gonna keep it coming. I think today's episode is for those people that borrowed something and never gave it back and had to sell it. Like
Okay.
them people. Yeah,
We're going to Pastor.
we gonna speak to those people. We gonna today episode is also for those people that's been at somebody's house and you put a booger on their wall, and yeah,
Come on.
they got hard. And
Come on.
yeah,
Ooh, please break
you
that
people.
down.
You ain't never did that.
No.
Wait, you ain't never did that.
Oh.
Where you put the booger at though? You didn't
I-
got a booger out and put it.
Flick.
Somewhere.
A flick.
No, I go to the bathroom
And put it where? In
and
a
in
napkin.
the tissue, in
So
the
perfect.
toilet.
Flick.
Hey man, check your wall. You think that's paint chipping?
Hey.
That little
Where
knot.
is this go?
That little knot. That's a booger that's been up there for years.
Oh my God! Stop.
The booger crew ain't.
What about at school?
What do you mean? What about this?
You never just found a booger, put it on the desk, on the wall, played it
Not
off.
that I can recall. No.
Mm-hmm.
Flick.
Flick.
Hey man, you gotta do
Not
what you
that I
gotta
can
do.
recall. No.
You ever stop somebody's toilet up? I done did that a couple
Yes.
times.
Yes.
That's so embarrassing.
It
And then you have to
is.
stay in there.
Yeah. Try to
And
work it
it's
out.
it's one thing to have it's one thing to have the plunger that can go over the actual hole, but they got these new plungers that's like it don't fit over the hole, so when you press it down, it's so thick, like the water go to splash, and it's just I done got into some bad situations, and
Hey,
I had to stay in that bathroom for a minute trying to get that thing down. All right.
If
And
you didn't
it's
get it
always
down-
number 2.
Have
it
you ever
always step
had
up
to
on number
like
2.
tell them like?
Nope. I'm staying until it's fixed.
Hey.
Got to see it through, my boy.
You gotta see it through, ain't it?
What?
Everybody like, you already know.
Yeah.
The food ready. All right, I'm coming. Yeah, bro, you gotta do what you gotta do.
I've been in that situation. Where's this going?
I don't know. I feel like those kind of people, you know, that this podcast, this episode is gonna be for. So yeah, today, and this is why I'm on the show, cause she the relationship guru,
Talk that talk.
relationship expert.
Ooh,
And
I build up enough stories.
I was gonna say I say that being petty, but it's
Being real petty.
you know, no, I don't think none of us really got it figured out. But there is a certain level of understanding that you gain from being in some bad situation. Yeah, bro.
You only
Messy
gain,
situation.
you only gain wisdom though when you actually learn the lesson. Cause some people could just be.
What's the quote? Wisdom is knowledge applied.
Mm-hmm.
Let me tell you a story.
That's
Knowledge applied and understood.
it. I ain't understood.
Fact.
Can you apply something without understanding? Yeah, you can.
Say, can you apply something without understanding?
Yeah.
So if you read about fixing a car, you think you can go out there and do it? If you don't have an understanding of what you read?
Depending on what you're fixing, because I know people that can follow directions.
Uh-huh.
And step by step. So if it's that simple, you think you still have to understand it?
Yeah.
I think so.
Yeah.
Yeah, because I mean,
'Cause
you can mess up. Yeah, you can mess up something.
maybe nothing.
You only get one time.
All right, that's pretty complex. A car is pretty complex.
That's how
different-
relationships are.
Yeah.
That's dating in
Touche.
general.
Touche.
Gotta understand it.
Yeah, but no, I just from our friendship and conversations, like you're. I ain't gonna say you're one of the few, but you're a friend that I would consider like wise when it came to relationships and a woman truly like being able to see both sides of things. Like, and that perspective is everything. We talk about that all the time.
It
like,
is.
That perspective changes the game especially when it's both people that understand it. Like, I really think that's the recipe for like something to flourish.
I think that just came from me being a tomboy really worked in my favor. I've never been on the female side.
Yeah.
Just on the female side. I've always been a tomboy, so I hang out with fellas, learn their ways, learn their habits.
A triple threat. That's a triple threat.
You know, did that for years.
How are you able to skip over the BS that you probably heard as you are, like developing these relationships with guys? For the women that's like, look at her, I always hang with them. Like, when you know you got genuine like brothers that you surround yourself with, like how you skip over or not be concerned about this image that people might put on you. Like, look at her, like she always hanging with the fella.
Well, I think what really worked for me is like I didn't realize like I was like attractive until I was 25. So if you would have seen me before 25, like cornrows,
Monica loving basketball.
Yes. That movie, it correlates to my life. So they didn't see me as a threat.
Yeah.
They didn't see me as a threat. They see me as, oh, she a cute girl, but she like the homie.
Yeah.
So once I like couldn't play ball no more and I like switched over a little bit, they was like, wait a minute.
All right.
Yeah. So
Say,
I
who
think
you went to prom with?
okay.
Spalding.
Wilson?
No, my senior year I went by myself. My junior year I went with a friend. But I didn't know he liked me until like later. But
it's always so awkward.
No, but he wasn't my type. He wasn't my type. But my senior year I went by myself because the guy I was talking to at the time, he had a baby on me. Yeah.
Oh no.
He was in high school too?
Oh no.
Uh-huh.
Jeez.
Yeah.
Well, all right.
No, I mean, don't look at it as like a bad thing. I literally was not wanting, honestly, truly, a relationship at the time. I felt like I'm about to go to another city, state, and I'm going to find my whoever there. I did not want to get stuck in Waynesboro.
Facts.
So it was more so me like satisfying peer pressure of like, you supposed to have a boyfriend. So
I get it.
Yeah, so then I was like abstinent and like church girl.
Yeah.
So when I met his mom, like I went to meet his mom and she just looked at me and she was like, you are way too good for my son. And I'm like, whoa. Like, really?
Damn, mama.
Real. She's like, you're the first girl that's come to my house appropriately dressed without booty shorts on. You stayed in the living living room.
Oh, hell. Appropriately dressed.
I was like,
They go to old school.
Church
Old
girl
school,
dressed.
yeah.
I was dressed like a church girl. But she was
Mama, you know those clothes do come off. Like, that's just how she came in.
No, she knew I wasn't coming for that. Cause I didn't go straight to the room. Like I stayed in the living room.
Yeah.
I was super polite. I never even wanted to go in that direction.
I mean,
That's real.
Yeah.
Is it?
Yeah, I think that's real. I mean, especially now,
Anybody
man.
can do that once.
Man, look.
Well, that's the only time I went. I didn't go back. She told me to leave her son.
Dang.
Yeah, she was
I think
like,
first impression everything, right? Like, man, because I mean, if I come to your house and showed up in
Go
there,
straight to the room.
oh, man. I can hear my mama now. Don't piss the tail, girl.
Helpless.
you can't tell me your parents wouldn't have been impressed by a female who comes in, she's appropriately dressed, she doesn't go straight to the bedroom.
Well,
She comes in, speaks to everyone, have conversation with everybody, and just, you know what I'm saying, like.
Well, my dad didn't meet no strangers anyway, so whoever it is, he coming to talk anyway, even if we are sitting in the living room. Hey, young lady. Yeah, he having a conversation. Now, my mama, I don't know what she used to be doing. She probably had a side eye. Like, it don't matter what you look like.
Okay.
Coming in there,
I think
probably,
moms are like that anyway. They're
Yeah.
very protective of their sons.
Yeah.
Very protective. But yeah,
Yeah.
she said no.
I'm too scared anyway. I won't take nobody to my room while my parents home.
I've never brought a guy to my house. I just feel like if I got to sneak to do it,
Yeah.
I'm not doing it. Like, it's not worth it to me.
Yeah.
Fact.
Being that I'm not even going to keep you around anyway because I'm going to leave.
Fact. All right.
I'm leaving. No, I didn't want anybody from Waynesboro.
I say talk
No
that
offense
talk.
to them. No offense to them.
Yeah.
I love all my Waynesboro folks, but during that time, it just seemed like the men there get stuck. And I
Small
just
towns. That's the
that
mentality.
stuck mentality,
Yeah.
and I saw myself doing bigger and greater things, especially like for our community. A lot of us wanted to show like people from small towns can do great things. So
Hey, we doing it, man.
yeah,
We
Small
doing it.
town, huh?
We
Yeah.
are doing it. Listen, our city don't end with Ville or Borough, but it's small like that. But
Yeah.
I always say that's how you know it's the country if we got a Ville or Borough out there. Yeah, dead giveaway. Just put whatever you want in front of it. Brian Borough.
Brian. What's the name of y'all city?
Selma.
Oh. Well, Selma's not like.
Small.
Is it small? I've been there. It's country.
It's small.
It's small, but it's not.
How long ago did you go? I said that like it got bigger.
Yeah.
It's the same thing.
Ooh, maybe like 2015. Cause I was doing the gospel tour with UCF, and they stopped there.
Do you remember where y'all was at? Y'all was at a school?
That's around the time of
We
Jubilee.
went to like one of the black churches there, one of the biggest black churches there.
Brown Chapel. I can only think of probably about the Jubilee. They had a whole bunch of people come in around that time.
Yeah, that is about the only time. Okay.
I think so.
I said one Concordia. She said biggest church. Tabernacle.
I'm not gonna lie and say I remember.
Y'all have video? You don't have video footage?
No, I don't think so.
Oh, okay. Wait, you was in UCF choir?
I directed for a short stint. Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah.
I didn't know that.
I know.
Okay. I didn't know that.
That's short stint.
Okay. Wait,
I
so
think my city's smaller than yours.
it might be.
I'm talking about like you drive through 7 minutes, that's it. That's the city.
That's 80.
One traffic light.
No,
I'm in
it's-
traffic light.
No, it's a few. It's a few because they're making it like the way to get to like Savannah. They're making like shorter ways to get to the highways and stuff.
Oh,
So
so cutting through.
they're cut through there now.
How many sheriffs, police?
One.
Oh yeah. Everybody
One
know.
middle school, one elementary school, one high school, one hospital,
That's Selma.
Yeah.
one doctor.
I mean, if you really think about it, like everything else is it's the same county, but actually in Selma, it's one middle school and one high school. Selma Middle, Selma High. That's it.
But people know Selma. I have to explain like where Waynesboro
You'd be
is.
surprised. It wasn't until that movie came out.
Really?
When I first moved down here, and I would tell people where I'm from, they had no idea. Salem, that's Selma.
Yeah.
Oh, where is that? I have to say near Montgomery. Oh, I know where that is. Like,
Nah, they
no,
it
I
went till the
know
movie
Selma.
came
Yeah.
out. It was just like, oh, like the movie. I'm like, bro.
But if you knew your Black history,
but
you'll
that put me on to what was happening here with the education and history. Like they don't learn them as much as people that live here. You would say like they're Southern. Florida ain't considered the South.
No, it's
you know
not.
What I'm saying? And so, like with them not including Martin Luther King and that sort of stuff in their curriculum, it makes sense. Like it's such a melting pot here. Like you know, they hear about
we're the minorities.
Everything else.
We're definitely the minorities
absolutely.
here. So yeah, let's get into it. What we talking about?
I mean,
Let's
dive in it.
Let's go.
So, how important is the first date?
Who we start with?
I'm thinking about what he said with the first impression.
Yeah.
Like, and I guess that's high school, so that's different. The second layer to the question is really where I want to go. Like,
all right.
Like how much should be put on the table in terms of who I am in that first date? Simply because I don't like wasting time. And if it's a situation where you put something out there and it's no secrets like between you and I at that point, like we have everything we need to make a decision. Like, do we want to keep going, or is this it? Or should we just be friends? Like, I think it's a lot to learn in that first, like, conversation. That could kind of eliminate all the fluff. And
is this happening on the first day, or are you just saying?
All right, so wait, let me go back. Because I have to decide: is this first date the first time we've had conversation? Okay, so that can't be the case.
Right.
So we were talking on the phone. We've had to be talking on the phone before a date can happen anyway.
Depending on who the persons are, because some people can do a couple of conversations and then go, and some people.
Oh yeah, well, some kind of conversation before, right? But you ain't just jumping out and let me take you out.
I've been in that scenario.
Really?
Yeah, I told you I have a really extensive history with dating.
But you be open to that. You meet a guy out somewhere and he says, "Hey, can I get your number so I can take you?"
Hey, look, I'm finna get off. I ain't got time. We're gonna go on a date later. You'll do that?
I have. Will I do it now? Like, if I wasn't in a relationship?
Yeah.
No, because I've had the experience with it.
Yeah, but it could be a different person.
No, because I'm so considerate of people's time and their money. And I would like to do conversation prior to, so you can know if it's worth the investment. You know, because I don't want anyone to feel like they invested so much in that first date and then it didn't go anywhere, so they feel like they wasted their money. And I don't want no one to feel that way about me. So I'd rather let's have a conversation, see if there's some type of common ground, some attraction there. And then if you still feel that way, like if the lust has passed with you just going with the physical and you see some substance there, then let's do the date.
So, in order for you to see substance, what has to be put on the table? For you to say, yeah, I'm interested. You can tell by the conversation too, though, right?
Yeah. I don't think it's a thing. It has to be kind of like a natural progression, because I'm learning that guys are very specific about what they share, and it's mostly based on what they think the woman wants to hear.
Yeah, that's dangerous.
And that's the problem that I have
that's so dangerous.
with dating, is that you go based off of history with other women instead of really filling out and getting to know the woman that you're with.
Yeah.
And once you learn the woman that you're with, you can understand like, oh, I can share this and it won't be judged, or I can share this and it, and you can't be afraid of being judged. That's a part of the dating process.
True.
Like, you have to give someone a fair chance to make a proper decision off of everything you share. Like, you give me one thing about me, I have discernment, so I automatically know when something's not being shared. Like, you're just telling me stuff that you think I want to hear, and then most times it's based on an assumption, like
how you discern and assume stuff.
Yeah, like people like for some reason, guys think that women who look a certain way or is presented a certain way on social media need a guy that has a lot of money. So they'll present like their, what they do for a living, bank account, and all these honestly falsehoods sometimes, or just present basically just what, what they think a female wants to hear. And see, I'm the type, I'm not into any of that. Like, that's good, but I need to know you as a person. If you're broke, who are you going to be? That's what I need to know.
Deep.
Who are you going to be?
Yeah. Who are you going to be? That's the person I need to know.
Deep.
Because everybody good when they got money.
All right. Say that again.
Everybody's good when they got money.
All right. Listen.
They are. In a good mood, good to everybody. But when they don't have, how do you treat people?
That's crazy. I go off like just friendships like that, right? Like, you don't truly know a person until y'all both don't got no money. Because if I got money, you ain't got no money. You know what I'm saying? Just off of strength, bro. I'm gonna show love.
Look out.
Like, you know what I'm saying? But if we
Same.
both got money, you know what I'm saying? Like, some things could, kind of be avoided, bro. But when we both ain't got no money, like, you know what I'm saying? Like, you get to, really know what a person really wants from you. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, if they really rocking with you, are they really feeling you like that? Like, man, that's deep.
No, it's true. Because, my goal is to have a solid, relationship. Like, a really solid, beautiful, loving relationship. And all of these other things, like money and everything else, is just an addition to what's going to make our relationship better. But the foundation has to be solid.
It's a backbone. All right.
Yeah.
Characteristics. That's fact.
Yeah, so tell me about you. Share as much as you're comfortable with sharing.
Yeah.
And then I can make a decision off of that.
Okay.
If you're only sharing with things that you think I want to hear, then I'm going to be kind of turned off by that because I feel like you're hiding something.
So as much as you're comfortable with
As
sharing.
much as you're comfortable with sharing. Because as you grow.
You won't see the discomfort as you hiding something.
Yeah.
I'm saying you won't.
I won't.
How can you decipher that?
Because there has to be a certain level of trust built. Because I know there are some individuals who you would share some dark secrets with, or some very vulnerable situations that you've been through, right? And in that moment, because they like you, they're understanding, oh yeah, I've been there, blah, blah, blah. So you feel like this trusting thing, but the moment y'all fall out, you hear those secrets from somebody else, or they turn it against you. That's why your father did this, or that's, you know what I'm saying? So I understand that there's some things that you won't share until you know you can fully trust that person. And I'm okay with that. But I'm talking about just straight.
You ain't gonna be able to tell though.
I'm talking about, you can tell surface level stuff.
But I'm saying you're not gonna be able to say, oh, maybe he just not comfortable. Cause I don't know that a guy would tell you like if he start off, it's like, yeah, I did 8 years. Never mind. And what are you gonna say? Like, nah, say it.
Yeah.
Nah, I ain't really comfortable saying it. Like, he's not gonna say I ain't comfortable. He's gonna be like, never mind. And he's gonna be like, nah, you hiding something, bro. Like, be real, Iva. Like,
no, if you start out like that, I feel like why even start out like that?
Because maybe you asked him, what's your job situation? Like, you saying you never thought about working in. Well, nah, actually, just got out. Never mind.
Got out of
prison.
A relationship?
No, prison.
Prison? Okay.
But he won't say that. He'll just be like, well, it's a long story.
Well, see.
Be real now.
Again, I'm big on being open in allowing a person to make a decision. It's unfair to withhold information that could possibly be a deterrent. Imagine y'all
But
falling
if he's not
in,
comfortable though.
if y'all fall in love, right?
Yeah.
3 months from that time,
Mm-hmm.
and then he
It's
decides
pretty
to
quick,
say,
but yeah, I got you.
no, you know, it depends.
Yeah,
It
you're
depends.
right.
Fall in love 3 months from this time, right?
Okay.
And then he's like, I want to go ahead and be open. I did 8 years in prison. Okay.
To you feel like you should have told me that.
Why you just didn't tell me that in the beginning?
Because he was uncomfortable.
No.
So that's what I'm saying. So you're not going for discomfort.
Because if she decides to leave, or if I decide to leave,
then he gonna come kill your ass. I done been to jail, baby. Like
that's what I'm saying. You have to be comfortable with yourself and your past and what you've been through. Like, I have no problem with telling people the stuff that I've been through.
That's you.
I know, but
Okay.
that's because I'm comfortable with me and my story. I know it does not dictate where I'm going.
Okay.
This is just the stuff that I've been through. So he could have did 8 years and said, hey, I did that. I was young, dumb. I learned from that mistake, and I'm trying.
I heard that, so a classic, dog. A classic.
Yeah, you know, young, dumb, made some dumb mistakes, but I'm making changes now, and I'm, trying. I can respect that a whole lot more than you waiting until, like, you got me, and then, like, you gonna throw that on.
All right. What's the program they do when they get out of prison?
Halfway house?
Yeah, halfway house.
It's another name. I'm thinking of something else.
Transitional home?
Work release. Or is that why you in jail?
Is why I think you.
Work release why you in jail?
It's in there.
Why are we on jail? Like, I'm gonna just be honest. I'm not gonna date somebody who's been in prison before.
But I'm just trying to think through like what it would look like for somebody that's
Not for 8 years. I can understand what you did.
somebody that's uncomfortable sharing something.
That's a risk. That's a risk you gotta take. Cause you want someone that's with you knowing everything about you.
But I'm just talking about what you said. You said share it if you're comfortable. As much as you're comfortable
share
sharing.
as much as you're comfortable with sharing. So I'm saying go as far as you can in the beginning. Now, there are some things that you will want to wait on just because you want to build that trust, but try to be as open and honest in the beginning as you can. That way they're making a choice based off of what you shared and not what you want them to know and what you want them to see, because it's a facade. Otherwise.
Yeah, so...
Yeah.
Say it's only so long some fake can pretend, right?
Yeah.
It eventually gonna come
After
out.
why it's gonna have to come out, and for me, it's got to come out soon, cause I'm gonna be praying like, okay, he telling me this, but God showed me what it really is. So that's the first date though. Now, first date you don't have to share everything. You can just give like general.
Well, I gotta go back even rethink that part, because I don't know how I forgot, but I skipped over even the talking on the phone for you know a few weeks before you even decide to
I'm gonna
even
do
be
that.
comfortable going. Yeah, I think everybody should do that.
I'll do that.
Yeah, it ain't no. I don't know. I think it's you see that in movies. Where it's like, let's go grab coffee tomorrow.
Yeah.
Like, and I just met you last night. Like,
That's only
I don't imagine it don't happen.
Nah.
But that ain't my stilo.
I've been in that situation though.
Yeah.
I've been in that situation.
But did they bring their representative to the date?
What you mean?
Were they real when they showed up?
Yeah.
That's shocking.
It was one of those situations where it was like, you know, I've been watching you, you know, like we in passing, not stalker. Like I've been, you know, I've seen you around and I've noticed whatever, and can we just go do this, go grab something and talk? I was fine with that.
No, okay.
Cause it really, I don't think that was like considered a date. I think it was more like a let's hang out. I don't consider like grabbing coffee a date.
Okay. You old school like that though? You rather sit down and talk than be on the phone and not see the person lie to you? You rather be lied to?
I'm gonna be honest. I do the phone thing just for their level of comfort, but I do prefer being in front of you because I do want to see.
Of course.
I want to see you.
Of course.
I want to see.
Watching everything too.
I am. I'm very observant. Very, very observant. I can tell when someone's lying to me. I can tell every time. And I just
That's tough. That's dangerous, right? But then again, like you had to go. I think about you said, a loss ain't loss, is a lesson, right?
Yes.
So you learn so much from just your past, right? And so that's how that's helping and shaping where you are right now, right? Like as far as like you done heard that lie before, so you know what I'm saying. You already know you can probably tell the position that they gonna be in to kind of you know what I'm saying. You can push that forward, so you can call they bluff before they even get started on it.
I just be like, oh.
Really. Really?
They be talking. I mean, be selling it. I'm like, oh, okay. Okay. I don't argue with people. I just let them be them. Cause me, I'm gonna be me always. I think sometimes I'm too myself. Like I present so much, and guys have a lot to work with, so they can spin their stories or what they like and don't like to fit what I've shared. Yeah. So I've learned to just stop doing that. I'm quiet now. I let them, talk.
Say, just let them go, right?
I let them talk. Because I want to know, like, how real you're going to be with me. Like, real you're going to be.
That's the bait. And look, that's why, that's why you always say less than necessary. Yeah. I always say less than necessary, fellas. Don't talk yourself into a lie, and then you gotta come back 2 weeks later, and you gotta remember it, bro. Yeah.
Just tell the truth. Just tell the truth. Just be honest. Just be honest, and hope that person can accept and appreciate you for who you are.
So how long you said it's been since you had sex? Nigga stuck. Damn, what I told her. I told somebody else something different.
Cause I'm that one. You know how females be talking about, like, I'll keep something in my mind and I'll bring it up like 6 months later. I'm literally that type of person. So if you tell me one thing, I lock it in. And then we come back to it. You said, oh, I thought you said this day, this time. And you said it went like this. And, well.
What's the motive behind that? Just see if a nigga lying?
No, honestly, when they're sharing stuff, it's just so I can be like, I'm listening to you. I hear what you're saying. So when you're sharing with me, I'm just being attentive. But then when you come with new information that doesn't correlate with what you said before, then I have to be like, well, I thought you said, because this is what I heard from our conversation.
Just let it go, bro.
No.
let it go,
Why?
Bro.
Why?
So you remember that?
We just talking, bro.
Okay, so if a female told you she only had 2 partners, and then she done named by 4 people the next time y'all have a conversation, you not gonna say nothing about that?
Oh, you had a great weekend. You turned up.
He turned up, man.
Why you say that? The other day you were like, 2 people.
Hey, what?
9-7?
But then, you know what I'm saying, that was Cole kicking. You know what I'm talking about? Like you keep things in the back of your head, what Cole said. You gotta multiply by 3. For a fact, you gotta multiply by 3.
I'm saying that's why just not be honest.
From
like honest, why not be honest? It's just so much more peaceful. I think some guys can be overly honest. Like they'll be like, I don't know. But females are drawn to that. They can literally say, I'm a dog. I'm not probably gonna be committed to you, but I like you. We can kick it. And females like, you know what? I appreciate that he was honest with me. And I'm like, girl, that is the sign for you to. This is time for you to exit. But
no, it ain't.
Why not?
What you know what to expect? You wouldn't appreciate that?
Yeah, I appreciate the truth. That way I can make a nice exit. Like it's a mutual agreement that what you're presenting is not something that I want.
I get it. I'm being petty.
So with first dates, like, you're asking the question? Can I ask a question? Can I ask y'all a question?
Go ahead.
Okay. So with first dates, do you feel like there's less is more with the first date, or do you feel like you should go all out?
I say less is more. You want to know why? Because I mean, like if you know what I'm saying, you jump out there from the get-go, like whatever you start, you got to continue. Like, if you can't continue it, now you acting funny. And you know what I'm saying? Like, bro, that's the end of a relationship. Like, you know what I'm saying? It ain't going no further. Less is more. It's always.
That's a setup. That's a setup. The minute you do something big, and the next time it's mediocre to her, you don't like me no more? You changing. Should I do something?
So if you do, let's say you do big the first couple times,
Depend
and
on
then
who
you
it
go,
is. I ain't
yeah.
gonna lie to you.
I was gonna say it
Depend on
probably
who it is.
depends on who it is.
How interested I am, because I would probably be honest with that. Like, yeah, I don't never come here. It's a nice restaurant. I'm surprised myself. Like, this is nice.
But
yeah.
see, I would appreciate that. Like, you know, I took
I
a
ain't
different
finna front.
I took
Yeah.
a different route with you. Like, so I hope you appreciate
Heck
this.
yeah, like this how much I like you, bro. Cause yeah, this
Look
steak
around like,
$60.
I'm gonna be honest. I've been on some very expensive first dates, and when I tell you,
That's a no-go, right?
it's a no for me.
Why?
It's a no. It depending on how much foundation we built. Like if we done just a couple weeks.
That nigga ain't do that for that. That nigga trying to take you home, bro.
Well, I mean that didn't happen, and you know that wasn't gonna happen. But it was. Well, I mean, I pretty much made it clear. I'm pretty open about like
Before the date or during the date?
before conversations, and I make sure I say it multiple times to make it clear that no matter what you plan to do, I'm still sticking to this. So don't disappoint yourself because I'm being very clear. Philo.
Do you get offended? Like, all right.
No,
So
I'm just saying, that's
did
what
you
he's
get
saying.
offended if it came to it? Like, you know, after the date, it's like, look, man, you know, woo, the bill was $300. You know, you got the most expensive steak and you got a drink. Like, ooh, $300.
Thank you.
Look,
Thank
I
you.
mean, like that.
I really appreciate this.
Man.
You went all out for no reason, and it was
Yeah.
like it was amazing. Thank you, very much. I'll add the very much on there too. Very much because it still stands. Like I'm not changing my mind.
That's a fact, bro. I can respect that. Like,
Yeah.
don't.
Be like, you got Uber on your phone? No, you
Ooh.
can-
I'll be like, yeah. You know what's sad though? Speaking of that, what's sad is like I go into those situations already prepared to pay for myself. And that's sad that I have to do that, but I've been in situations where I press like, I'm okay, this is what it is. Are you okay with that? Oh yeah, you know, in the back of their mind, they're like, I know they're thinking like, all I gotta do is do X, Y, and Z and it's gonna change her mind, blah, blah, blah.
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
I'm very like, I'm an alpha female. So if I say something, I really mean it. Like I really mean what I say. So they do all of that, and I've always had to be prepared to take care of myself in those situations to the point that I won't even let them pick me up.
That's a fact. I mean, look, I look at
I'm
that.
driving.
That pisses me off.
Like, yeah, you can't. I wouldn't say that.
driving.
You know what I'm saying? Like, you can't get. I mean, I understand respect. Like, you get offended, but I think that you know,
I don't
kind
get
of way.
offended.
Well, I wouldn't say get offended, but I would say that he possibly, you know what I'm saying, when people operate like that, it's not so much of the fact that they seen you doing it, but it's just the fact that it done worked out for
It's
them
a
like
history.
that way in the
Oh
past.
yeah, and that's why I don't get offended, because that's the problem with men. Y'all base things based off of what worked instead of getting to know that individual individually.
Yeah.
You know, when I go on a date, I don't base that person off of who I've been with. If anything, those past people didn't work, so I need to find somebody who's not like them. So I'm looking at you as you. So
But
that's
you're
why I say-
guarding yourself against.
I am. You always got to put up some level of guard, in the sense of like you want to be discerning. You don't want to be caught up in the experience or caught up in the person because you're attracted to them. You got to use some level
That's
of
what I'm saying.
logic.
Well, that's what I'm saying. What's wrong with that though?
What?
Like, how's that fair that you've been able to walk into situations open-minded, freely ready to just explore and like take it all in
Yeah.
with other people that may have done you wrong, but then now you get to this person, you're like, I already know what I done been through and kind of dealt with. I'm prepared to pay for my own meal because I already know how this go.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like, how is that fair to the next guy? That's
Well, it's not so much of like.
because you're protecting yourself, like, and you got that in the back of your head. So
In a positive way, though. In a positive way, I would think. It's almost like you get a car and you run out of gas one time, and you was like, okay, next time I'm gonna make sure I have a gas can in my car so I can be prepared. You know what I'm saying? But it's not in the sense of like you're expecting it to happen. You're just preparing for it in the case that it does.
Worst case scenario.
Yeah, worst case scenario, this is what I have to do, and I'm gonna be prepared for it. But I'm not going into it in
So
the
that's
notion,
not on your mind?
No, it's not on my mind that this person's finna do me the same way that the last people
man.
did. I tell you, I try to be more logical. I'm big on being prepared. It's better to have and not need.
Yeah.
But at the same time, it's like I still look at this person individually.
If he come and pick you up, or do you walk outside with a gas can? If we're gonna keep that analogy.
Well, I don't.
How you explain yourself in that moment? like damn, I got gas in the car. I don't need gas. Why you about the gas? It's just in case. Don't worry about it. Put it in the trunk so we forget about it.
No.
That nigga gonna be like,
it's just certain steps that I take to ensure,
Yeah.
But at the end of it all, the gist of it all is that I'm still looking at that person individually. I'm open to seeing this person for who they are and not based on my experience, because I've done it that way before. And
so you know the difference.
I do. I've done it that way before, and it's pushed that person away. So I know that way doesn't work, because it is unfair to go into a situation like
Tell
I know.
them that, they need to hear that.
It is unfair to go into a situation like I know all y'all the same, because most people. For a long time, because you know how I used to be on Facebook, on social media. Like, I was dating, and a lot of guys wanted to paint me out as the woman who think that all men are the same. And I wasn't. Things that I seen men can hold themselves accountable for, I bring it out. But I never had this notion of all men are the same. I don't believe that, because I've dated enough to know that they're not. They may do certain things the same, but that's just a certain type of guy. There's different types. But they're all different. Everyone has their different way of doing things.
Yeah, nigga, we all different.
But you have to go into an open.
Bruh.
You have to go into it with an open mind, open to receive from that person.
But I ain't gonna lie to you. It's
on
so
both sides, though.
Yeah, true. And
both sides.
Yeah. It's so all over the place now, though, with what seems like. It seems so backwards in a lot of ways. Like, women don't want the guy that's treating them good and being respectful.
And neither do men. But yeah, I feel you.
Men either?
No.
Oh, true that.
Men, a good woman, it's like, it's foreign to some men.
But I will say, maybe women think because, and correct me if I'm wrong, because guys have tried to play Rico Suave and then turn around and they Michael Myers, like, maybe that's why they don't go for the good guys, and they feel like it's, nah, you give me the same bull that such and such gave me. I done been through this, so no, let me get the disrespectful nigga right there.
Because he disrespectful up front.
Yeah, he disrespectful already.
So there's two sides to that, I feel like, and it's that side, and then it's the habits of what you grew up with. So those toxic traits and behaviors that you grew up with. So you're used to seeing a guy being disrespectful, verbally abusive, some even physically abusive. And so you think that's what love is. You think that that's an expression of their love. They just don't know how to express themselves. So that's why they do it. And a lot of them feel like it's fun. Like, when you have all of that going on, it's you know what I'm saying? Like,
that's so sad.
Yeah, when you have a peaceful relationship, a peaceful person, a person who wants to communicate, who doesn't want to, it's boring, it's not fun. They like toxic because that's what they're used to. And when you have peace, it's almost like, it's like going out to, I don't know, a lake, and you see just peace everywhere, right? But you're used to the storms all the time, so you spend your time waiting to see if a storm is going to come, and it never comes in that. So it's just like, this can't be reality, because what I know is you're supposed to be arguing, fighting, cussing, fussing. The girl's supposed to, when I do something wrong, she's supposed to show up at my crib, or if she see a female, she's supposed, it's like all these toxic traits has become a thing now, a fad, I believe.
So what is it about that part that would cause someone try to stir up some stuff instead of saying, hey, I thought this was what I wanted. And I'm willing to just walk away like peacefully. Like, why isn't that the first choice? If you don't like a situation, essentially you don't want to be with that person.
Right.
And so why try to use these tactics to where, because you don't see the drama, you're going to start to create the drama because that's what would satisfy you in this moment. Like, what's wrong with just walking away? It's a situation you don't want to be in and you don't like because that's what you're used to.
Yeah,
You know
I
what
mean,
I'm
it's
saying?
a whole. That's why I love the mental health movement, and then I kind of hate it as well because it is used as like a scapegoat almost, because people feel like once I express that I have these mental health issues, then that's the end all be all. Nobody wants to change. They want to use it as a reason to act out or not even try to get the help that they need, right? So it could be that they really do love the person, but in order to satisfy these toxic traits within them that they refuse to change, they have to, let me just create some drama to make sure this person loves me. Because if you deal with abandonment issues, if you deal with rejection issues,
You're not going to want to leave.
Yeah, you're not going to want to leave. And then you need to make sure that person, you know, you want to see them love you. And if the only way you know that they love you is if they're screaming and yelling, you know, because it has been said, if this person is not, you know, if this person is not responding or screaming back with you when you're fighting, they don't love you. And that's not true. That's not true. Yeah. Maybe they're just not an argumentative person. Like, I'm not an argumentative person. I'm not going to argue with you. Yeah. I'm not about to.
You seem like you're a fighter.
So I used to be a fighter.
There's no use to be.
I used to be that way.
No,
it's health issues, man. Because for me, that came from those. So I'm speaking from personal experience. Yeah. I'm not speaking from what I see. Like, this is somebody who dealt with rejection and abandonment, and my response was anger. You know, being angry, and so in turn, it messed with my health. So I had to. Basketball was a way that I was able to kind of combat having issues with hypertension and all of that. Like, every time, you know how they do the checks before your season start? Yeah. You go get the check. So it would take them longer to approve me because I had a heart murmur and I always had a higher level with my blood pressure. Okay. Than normal. They said it was an athletic thing, like if you're an athlete, you naturally have this, but it wasn't. I was naturally an angry kid because of everything that I went through. So that's why I'm speaking from what I know. So once you get a sense of self and you start to try to learn, like relearn how to properly do relationships, you understand that a person doesn't have to scream and fight and all of that. You can have a civil conversation and understand that this person cares about you and love you. But it's fun now. Toxic is fun. I see a lot of young kids now talk about, I like her like this with a little bit of toxic. Yeah. Why?
Unhealthy.
What?
Fine,
why? Why do you want that? Why? Why do you need her coming and slashing your tires? Or breaking your windows or fighting every girl that look your way? Why do you need that? What is it about that?
Crazy.
That ain't it.
Can y'all explain it to me? I don't know.
I don't like confrontation, so I ain't.
But they like that stuff.
Yeah, I think just kids just like the thrill of things nowadays.
Yeah,
though.
Okay.
It ain't just kids.
Yeah, they just kids. Yeah,
it ain't just kids.
They don't know no better.
No.
I mean, yeah.
It ain't kids.
I think it's a level of immaturity. I don't even think it's kids. It's just an immature approach to relationships. Yeah. Purely based off of generational examples. So once you set in your mind that you want something different, then you'll start to see life differently. Even how we grew up.
But we don't even have that example anymore.
We have some examples, but what's pushed is the toxic.
That's what I'm saying. That
what's
ain't
pushed
exposed.
is the toxic. Yeah. What's pushed is that toxic.
All the bad stuff get the exposure.
Yeah, that's crazy.
All right, and this is why all this needs to be put on the table On the first day.
I mean,
I need to know, like, do you like a little toxic? Oh, okay. I'm not the woman for you. I'm not the woman for you.
All right. Pick and roll.
Peace. I like peace.
Yeah.
You know, love. We push each other. We work towards a common goal.
But you saying you don't say that. You saying you wouldn't be willing to say that before he told you. Or what you were saying? You said something I was in the kitchen. I'm gonna let him talk.
Yeah, I'm saying, like, I usually share so much of me that it gives them something to work with, where they can tailor whatever to me.
Yeah.
They can, but it's the truth.
That's why less is more.
You know it's true. Guys be like, okay, what kind of music you like to listen to?
Yeah.
Oh yeah, I like R&B, jazz. Oh, me too. You know, do you? And if they smart like me, cause I'm big on, like, if I don't know something or I'm not really familiar in the area, I'm Googling while we're talking. So if he don't really listen to jazz, he'll probably be, you know, Googling it. Oh yeah, so do you like to listen to Coltrane? Oh, what? Word? That's my... See, that's how I think.
Y'all hear that, fella? You better make the adjustment. You better make the adjustment. It's free game.
What? Like, what? You like that? Oh, man.
It's Steve Harvey's fault, bro. Think like a man. Who's snitching? Somebody snitching.
No, I told you.
Pillow talking, man.
I hung out with the fellas.
They talking too much.
I was the homegirl.
Just soaking it all up.
Yeah. I was like, oh, really?
See, yeah, they got the cheat code, bro.
And I be giving it out too.
Now we creating a platform for you to talk. Let me mute her mic.
Ladies, I'm gonna get y'all right. No, but seriously.
Damn, bro.
Yeah.
No. Game be trying to run game on both sides.
It's not game.
It is game.
It's not game.
It is game.
It's not game.
Two can play that game, huh?
You know what I'm saying?
It's not game.
No.
I don't play a game.
All right, but that's a game.
No, I just know when I start to see.
You say you take notes and
when I start to see a guy.
Don't do that, bitch.
Don't do that. Look, man, she said she take notes and adjust accordingly. That's a good thing for us, bro. We know what's going on. Less is more.
Yeah.
Golly.
They be trying to, prepare for the job, even if they underqualified. And then over time, you start to see the reality. That's why it's better to be like, you know what? I'm not qualified for this job. However, I still want it. And I feel like I can learn. And if
that's what the guy should be saying?
Yeah.
So it's a job?
No, I'm
glad you admitted that.
No, I'm applying it to the aspect of sometimes people get jobs that they're not qualified for, but they're so passionate about it that they end up they get on the job training. And in some aspects, that has been my testimony.
It's a terrible analogy.
No, it's a perfect one.
Arrogant.
It's not. It's a perfect one. I'm saying.
So you looking at his resume as he talking?
No. I'm only looking at what he presents. Whatever he presents.
To meet your standards.
I don't have a standard. There's not a meeting of a standard. We put what we have on the table and see if it works. And sometimes what I present may not work for you, and what he present may not work for me. It's not about meeting someone's standards. It's about coming to a common place.
But you only tell them the good stuff, right?
No, I tell them everything. I tell everything that could possibly be a hindrance to them. And if they're willing to, that's something we can work out. Cool.
This is a side note. Yesterday, the song by Next, Too Close. Yeah, so excited.
Okay.
So I didn't realize they were talking about dancing and him being hard. And when she said...
That's the most weirdest side note.
No, because 25, 30 years of my life, I've mumbled that song without even knowing what they're talking about. Did you know that she was saying, feel a little poke coming through?
Yeah. I did.
That's what she's saying.
I did.
Lord.
I'm big on lyrics, so.
She said, step back, you're getting kind of close. Feel a little poke coming through.
Lord.
Yeah.
And he said, girl, I know you felt it. Oh, you know I can't help it. Bruh, I just found that out yesterday. I felt so stupid. I was like, all this time, I was just
mumbling and singing.
That was the 90s, though. Like, it just sounded good, so you just
No, we definitely heard those lyrics. Like,
you older than us, though.
I'm only older by a couple of years.
I like lyrics, so I'm going to go back and listen to everything.
You got to, bro.
But it was classy, though, right?
I don't know.
It was 90s.
It was how they presented. It was very classy.
It was. Because the singing was so good.
Uh-huh.
Yeah. Feel a little poke coming through.
On you.
Yeah, that's me. Well, I know you felt it. You know I can't help it.
Philo.
Yeah, that was my
What?
song, though. That happened yesterday, bro, and I was just like, wow. That was done so cleverly. But it really wasn't. I just didn't know. Just mumbling the lyrics. That's the 90s, ain't it?
That's some good writing. That's all it is. Good writing.
Yes. Yeah, y'all got the game sold up, boy.
No, it's no game.
Y'all got the game sold up.
But every female doesn't think like me, so you can't. I can't say I represent the women.
Yeah, but you just damn told them.
I gave them some advice.
Let them talk first.
Yeah. I wouldn't even say that.
Sit there and hold the phone.
No, flow with the conversation. I would say even do FaceTime so you can see their face.
How long before you spend time with the family? If y'all two are serious, ain't no kids, so you ain't got to do that part. Cause I feel like that would be so challenging. I've never dated nobody with kids, but I just imagine that would be a challenge. So how long before you go visit the family?
I think that it's purely based on how serious you guys are. Like if y'all thinking about marriage, then yeah, go see the family. See who you about to be married into. Because you got to see everyone's personality, their dynamic, how involved they are in your relationship, how non-involved they are in your relationship.
It would bother you if they wasn't involved, if they was like kind of disconnected?
I have said that if I did not get along,
that would scare me.
Yeah, if I didn't get along with the family, specifically the parents, I don't think it's gonna work. And I know a lot of people like, I don't care about the family as long as me and my guy's good. I think for me, I want to have the most.
That person don't like that.
Yeah. I want to have the most peaceful like marriage relationship as possible. Yeah. So I would like to where me and his parents get along and vice versa. Yeah. And with my family, they're so like loving and open. It doesn't matter who you are, whether they personally like you or not, they're still going to treat you with love and respect and be. So I don't have that problem. Like no guy that I date will ever have an issue with my mom being mean to them, or she's just not that type of person. Yeah, she's not. Yeah.
How soon before y'all met the family?
Man, look, I think that's important. I mean, not so much of, a fast experience, but you probably want to get to know them, you know what I'm saying, as soon as you figure out that, you want to take them serious. Just for the fact, bro, like, I mean, just to see their background, just to kind of get I guess you got to get, like, that close and feel, like, who is this person I'm about to, get involved with.
Because the family know
Yeah.
them.
And that's another thing.
I'm learning that like crazy.
They could have been lying about stuff, and the family gonna be like, tell you the
real.
Yeah, them uncle gonna pull you to the side. Yeah, that's a good thing, right?
Yeah, because I mean,
aren't you too?
Yeah.
Especially if they like you, they feel like you're a good person, and they'll like, we want to make sure that he's telling you everything and being open and knowing what you get yourself into. So, yeah. I think it's just purely based on y'all chemistry and where y'all at. Now, if y'all just talking or still flowing,
leave all that out.
Yeah. Should there be a time limit on that?
I don't know. I think I've done it too soon in a couple cases though.
Really?
Yeah.
What's too soon?
What I did.
Okay.
Yeah, that's tough, right?
And honestly, I think I've always said like sex during dating will complicate things, and the expectations, I feel like the lines become blurred in a lot of ways. And so from my experience going to meet the family and then a month later we're breaking up, like that's now you got to deal with, dang, I've been talking to your auntie and we got close, and your little cousins like me, like your nieces and nephews are crazy about me. Like now I got to stop talking to them. Like I've seen it done, but I just, if I'm done with that person, I want to detach from the family.
Everybody.
Yeah.
I can't.
don't want to be.
I don't want to be reminded of you. I don't want them to say, I miss you. I wish y'all stayed together because it's just going to make me mad.
Yep. Keep running, especially if it wasn't your fault.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah, when kids, especially when kids get involved, though, like you just gotta, you know what I'm saying, you gotta be careful because I mean, like kids,
Still call your uncle.
And they gonna look at it different. Like they gonna, you know what I'm saying, like. You could be there, you know what I'm saying? You could be a bad story for him. Like, I remember I met this guy, and you know what I'm saying? He just started acting funny. I don't understand, like, the full picture of everything, man. That sucks.
Some stuff you can't explain to kids.
Yeah.
They just, because the worst thing is making them feel abandoned and with no explanation.
Right.
Yeah. Like, I remember you know what I'm saying? Like, you said you was coming over next week to play basketball. You ain't never come. Like,
now
you know
you
what I'm
gotta
saying?
explain yourself.
Yeah.
I can't do.
Detach.
No, I somebody with kids, I can't. I can't. I tried.
Oh, you saying dating?
Dating wise,
okay.
I can't do it because.
I'm talking about the family, but I couldn't do that either. Cause I'm too crazy about kids. So.
Yeah, for sure.
Yep.
I feel like just know where y'all going. Make sure y'all have a solid goal before you involve the family. Because you get to that breakup point, it's like, I'm going to mention the fact, if I break up with you, I'm not breaking up with your mom, your dad, your family, everyone that knows
Tell them
me.
don't call me.
You know, we connected through social media, so it's I got to detach from everybody.
Dang. Yeah.
And it's unfair. It's unfair. So.
All right. So, if the engagement and if the proposal is a no, is the relationship over with?
I say yeah. I mean, look, bro.
That was too quick. That was too quick.
If you propose, you take your time out. You go find a ring. You know what I'm saying? You create this perfect scene in your mind.
Did she influence you? Because she had to tell you her size.
Yeah.
And she had to know how she wanted the proposal. So now you done got everything set up, and you finna get a no. That be over with me.
Just a two. Oh, she just a two. Ain't no coming back across that railroad. And
why?
She threw. I mean, like, like if we got on that same page, like you know what I'm saying, like we on the same page, like. Cat and catch in the dictionary, and you know what I'm saying, and we jump to, you know, I'm in the C's and you in the like we finna close that whole book for a fact, like you know what I'm saying.
But what if she gives like a good reason though?
What's the reason?
I don't know.
Give me something hypothetical. I'm cool with that.
Let's say that he messed up bad.
Between
like
them talking about it and him,
like he messed up bad. And he used this as a way
to try to make up.
Now, that's a different story. But
no, it's.
Now I'm saying like if we start off on the
reason?
same page, like you know what I'm saying, we start off on the same page like cat and catch, and we've been following along and reading along in the same book.
I love this analogy.
And look, I'm just gonna be honest. If you jump, like I said, if you jump from the C to the E, nah, it's over with. But if I mess up, like you know what I'm saying, and the next day I try to come be like, look, babe, I'm sorry, you know I ain't mean none of that. And you know what I'm saying, when you marry me now, you say no, then I'll be like, all right. I understand. All right. I get it.
Do it right. You gotta be in the middle of Walmart with your shirt off.
No.
Your shirt open. And yeah, you gotta do it that way, bro.
Oh God.
Put yourself out there.
Out there, ain't it?
Oh man.
No, it's over with.
Yeah, I don't know if I could speak on behalf of like, cause I'm not proposing to a guy, so I mean, if I say no, it will be a really, really, really good reason. It doesn't even matter, like.
You don't think you'll ever say yeah and not mean it, but only say that because you didn't want to embarrass him? Like, and y'all have a conversation after, so it's on video. You say yeah, you put it on, you did the fake tears, like.
I would, like, it depends.
But you would think about faking it.
If our family, like, if he decided to do this in front of our family.
Damn.
Oh.
I don't think I could say no.
Oh.
I don't think I could.
Not you, Ivor.
I know that's so embarrassing. I'm all about protecting my partner, whether I'm at odds with you or not. Like, I'm gonna always protect you.
Oh, so he didn't screw it up.
Like, if I want to say no, you've messed up. Like, you messed up. But if
But we ain't got to talk about it.
You won't have to talk about it right now because I still love you.
Yeah.
So at some point I imagine marrying
That's more crushing.
you. No.
Like you done say yeah in front of all these
And
people.
you got the ring. What you gonna do?
No. Let me clarify.
Yeah,
If I say yes, I'm gonna give a perfect example. So a friend of mine proposed to his girl in front of the church.
Oh, Lord.
In front of the church. And his girl was like, "Are you sure? Because don't be doing this in front." Like, she was saying this, right? Don't be doing this in front of everybody and you not serious about this commitment. This is a big commitment. And she said this in front of everybody.
Yeah.
She was like, "Are you sure? Like, is this what you want to do for real?"
Like, man, that was your idea. We talked about this.
I mean, they had a whole little spiel. He like, "Girl, just, can you say yes?"
Yeah.
Like,
She's like, "Nah." She said, "No, I want to make sure you're sure."
Yeah.
Because I'm assuming he probably done did some stuff with.
not just that, but in front of everybody.
Yeah.
It could be embarrassing for you to do all that, have all these theatrics, and then it don't work out. For the woman, that's embarrassing as well. Like, it ain't just.
I don't think so. It depends on how far out they call the engagement. Now, if she said yes and then the next day they broke up, then it's like you might as well should have said no. But
I don't think
for
it
me,
matters. We need to take engagement more serious then, if that's the case. Like,
I 100% agree with you. Do not propose to me unless you are ready.
do counseling need to happen well before that? I think it's safe.
I think do everything you can to ensure, like, you have a solid. Anything that you feel is gonna help.
Yeah.
Make sure that you guys are solid. But to the guy, don't use that as a way to make things right.
Yeah.
Make things right. Get y'all on a good page, and then do it.
That's it.
Because then you put me in this position to care more about saving face, than the reality of our relationship.
Well, did it work?
I'm all about the reality of things. I don't care about social media. I don't care how we look to other people. I care about when we're at home in private, how is our relationship? Because that's what matters.
Yeah.
That's what matters. Not how good we look on social media. It matters if I go home to peace with you. Like, am I at peace with you? Yeah. So do not do that unless you are 1,000% ready.
Yeah.
Because I don't care about the ring. I don't care about what it looks like. If you're not a good dude, I'm not going to be with you.
No. Nope.
Period.
Nope.
Period.
Hey, look,
just please don't put me in that situation, because I feel, especially in front of family, like I'm gonna protect you, because that's just my nature.
I wasn't expecting that. You gonna lie to the man.
That's not a lie. No, that's not a lie. That's not a lie.
Will you marry me? Yes.
Yes, but after we need to talk.
Yeah.
I will marry you, but if he has done some stuff, you got to change these things, or this is not gonna work. You know. But please don't put me in that.
No, this has to work. I did that. This has to work.
But a lot of guys don't think like that. They do things to pacify the girl. This is what she wanted, so let me just
keep her around.
Because I want to keep her around. I still want to do my own thing, but I don't want to lose her. I want to have my cake and eat it too. So let me just throw her a ring.
You did that in front of people?
Man, I was in front of everybody, dog. Nervous. Man, hey, look, just imagine now. I just learned how to talk in front of people, so imagine this.
Yeah, no Duce cup. Some Duce, B.
Everybody like.
Khadijah.
What Bernie Mac said?
Claude.
My God. But you was ready, though.
Yeah, I was ready. Yeah.
You was ready.
Yeah, was ready.
So don't do it unless you're ready. And I'm willing.
Oh Lord.
I will wait for the ready you versus the
halfway.
You know.
Yeah.
Let's make up you.
And you're honestly, the truth of the matter is, you're never really ready for something that big. It's just in your mind, you know, you want to be with this person. So it's like, we're gonna figure it out on our way. But make sure you're in a good headspace to where you like, it's just you and only you that I want. But don't be doing it just to pacify me, because I know when it's have done.
Right.
I don't know it. And please don't involve my family. Because my family just as observant as I am. They were like,
it's time to go, everybody. You know what I'm saying? And if you think you about to call a scene, you ain't.
no.
Dang.
Yeah.
That's
Be
tough.
ready. What you expect me to say? No in front of everybody?
Yeah, man.
Why you want me to be this, like...
That's not mean. That's honest. We've been talking about honesty for
That is being...
a whole hour.
Okay, so I'm being honest. I won't embarrass him like
That's
that.
what
I
I'm
won't do
saying.
that. I won't do it.
But will you marry me is the question. Answer the question.
Yes.
Maybe we need to change the question. Would you marry me?
Would
We need to change it to would you? And then,
Some
all
way.
right, yeah, I would. All right. I'm gonna hold a ring, so let's talk.
No.
You think you'll marry me? We gotta change the question, bro.
Will you marry me? In the upcoming months, will you marry me? Yes. Under the premise that you're going to change
my God.
these things.
No.
It's just based on how we got to that point. Like if we just in a good space, it's just always. Just don't. Now if we do like a private proposal and I know you're not ready, I'm like no. Like if it's just me and that person,
You don't mind saying no?
I don't mind saying no. I'll say no because it's just me.
Yeah.
Please don't be recording it either. Like
I'm ready to post, ain't it?
and
Yeah.
it's a no.
She
Wow.
said yes. You done told your homeboys they waiting for the response. What she say, bro?
No.
She said nah.
No.
And then book close. I mean,
That book got to close then.
That book
But
gotta
why
close.
though? Why?
I mean, it's like I say, if it's me, like, and everything was smooth, and I thought we was on the same page, and
Okay.
you say no.
Okay.
But if I did
Okay.
something,
That's fair.
yeah, if I did something, and I'm trying to, use that as an apology, and you say no, then I can kind of understand it, like, you know what I'm saying, like, all right, she ain't
I'm saying
compromising.
it's based on how it's presented. I feel like if you really love me and you feel like I'm the one and you know you've messed up and you was just using this as a...
But I done said sorry the whole night, and this my big sorry, and you still...
But what does the sorry come with? Because the one thing I'm so sick of is an apology with no change.
So here's it's another layer to that. I'm only gonna change because it's what you want, and in order for me to get what I need from you, I got to change these things. 'Cause that's all you said. You'll marry me if I change this, and this. All right, yeah, I can do that.
But do you want to change them? Because if I'm telling you to change something, it's not on making me happy as the solo thing. It's based off the fact that it's not good for you either.
Niggas don't receive it like that all the time.
But you need to.
No, I know.
Because if you see me as your partner, as your helpmate, if I'm looking at you and saying these are traits that are not beneficial to you for anything, for career, for relationships, then I feel like you should trust me enough to want to change them for yourself. Because I'm not telling you to change it for me. Because I could break up with you today, go find me somebody who already has those. But if I'm telling you this, it's because I see that this could affect every aspect of your life.
You so complicated.
That's tough. That's deep.
For real. I mean, that's a real woman's
Niggas got
mentality.
an interview. No, it's not. That's yours.
No.
I done learned a lot about you in this episode, bro.
He said you learn like
working in corporate America, bro. You gotta have your stuff ready. Nah, I can respect it though.
No,
really
I'm
can.
saying.
I
I'm
respect
not telling you to change for me. I want you to change for you. I want to see the best in you.
That sounds good, but essentially you are saying that I'm not gonna put up with this.
No, because it's not healthy.
Yeah, I get it.
And if we're both working to have a healthy, prosperous marriage or relationship, and I expect you to do the same thing with me, like
Now that's the gotcha.
Yeah, either you got some things
That's the door that ain't
you
open.
need to change.
Yeah.
I'm open to that because I'm like, okay, I trust you, and I know you're telling me this because it could affect not only our
Ivor.
relationship, but
all right, so yeah,
Ivor,
right
tell-
after that.
tell them that.
okay, ladies, you gotta be open to getting correction from your partner.
Man.
You have to be open to that, and that was a hard thing for me. That was a really hard thing for me because it can be looked at as you're rejecting who I am, and not as a critique.
Love me
now,
for me.
right? And then sometimes men do pull weaknesses to make themselves look better.
Yeah.
They do project. It's on both sides. It's a projection. But if you and your partner just a solid situation where he's like, you know, babe, this part of you right here is, you got to be open. Like, you know what? You're right. Yeah. I'm gonna work on that. But a lot of women, like, they want to.
Gotcha. Yeah. Well,
I had to learn it. I had to.
Hand you a list of, hey, I wrote down some things you need to get together for we even.
And then, what you trying to say? I'm not good enough? I'm not saying that, but, you know, in order for us to get here, you need to follow this list like you gave me my list. Like,
and it's all in how you say it, too. Because men be, y'all can be tough.
Yeah.
Y'all can be tough. Philo, I'm talking what I know. Y'all can be really tough.
Chroma, we get the now look at here. You gotta.
Nah, I know.
It can be tough. It could be one thing in that female that just blow it up. And if you not changing this, then I can't see myself being with. That's tough.
Because we don't normally fight with our words. So when y'all, damn, stop hitting, stop. All right, I need a haymaker.
Y'all, it's
just unleash.
Y'all need to tap.
That's why your daddy wasn't there. Oh shoot! Daddy love you or your mama.
Oh my God,
bro.
Are we talking about this one men say?
Yeah.
It is.
Oh, we need a haymaker. Yeah. That's what I'm saying.
Why?
We can't match that energy unless we bring out all the stuff.
No, but all y'all know is aggression and anger. We not your homeboy.
Y'all push butt. Y'all fight with
we
words.
Not your homeboy. We your girl.
I know, that's why I ain't pushed you yet.
You gotta approach me differently. You can't come at me like your homie. Like, boy, you need to shape up, blah, blah. I'm not your homeboy. I'm your girl. So as a protector, I think the most beautiful thing about a man is when he can kind of submit himself to a humble way of approaching things. Because y'all approach things with your ego and your pride. So it ultimately ends up in aggression and anger, right? So if you come to me like, babe, let's have a conversation.
You know what?
I feel like X, Y, and Z.
This the outlet, right?
Yeah. Let it out.
I found myself doing that, and it turned into, why you being so sensitive?
Facts.
Okay.
You told me to start being honest and open. Like, what? What?
That's an unhealed woman.
Man.
That's an unhealed woman.
Man.
That's a fact. Fact.
That does something to...
That's an
mentally, right?
Oh my gosh, bro.
It does. It does.
Okay, now because
it emasculates you guys.
When you finally get to a place to where, and him and I talk about this all the time. When you get to a place to where you try to see the good in everything, and you want to gain perspective so bad, going into situations knowing like my approach needs to be different in order to communicate with her, because she's told me what she needs from me in order for her to receive this information.
Right.
Let me give it a shot. This is Tuesday when she said this. Friday, I'm going to have this conversation with her. And Friday come, and I approach it that way.
Yeah.
This ain't even how she want to hear it today. It's, why you doing too much? Like, it's not even that big of a deal.
Yeah.
Like, bruh.
You just told me.
You just said Tuesday. Like, but you said it's unhealed.
An unhealed woman. 1,000%.
Get it together. Niggas out here, we trying.
We trying, ain't
we? We trying, bro.
You got to be sure of self. It's just unhealed woman who's triggered, and they only go off of what they've known to be a way. You know, they don't know a man to come to that place of like loving and you know what I'm saying. It's just aggression and anger.
Ooh, that makes so much sense.
That's what they know. So and for
if
me,
you never seen it presented that way, you probably thinking sarcastic.
Right. Or he being too sensitive, or you know, he too no, like I'm so grateful for my journey, because I've had the pleasure of seeing a proper marriage and how they approach each other. Like, my parents didn't give that, but I've been in the rooms of individuals who have learned the formula and how the husband speaks to the wife and how the wife speaks to the husband. And I'm like, so this is a thing. Like, this is a reality. So that's why I'm saying, like, a guy who's also known to be in his strength and all of that, who can come down and be like, babe, you know what I'm saying, speak softly. Like we even go biblical, like Proverbs 15:1, a soft answer turneth away wrath. So if you can come at me softly,
Preach.
I'm more open to receive from you. Aggression to me causes me to shut down, right? When you come at me in an angry way, I just shut down and I don't want to talk. Because I'm not going to argue with you. I don't want to talk and you're being aggressive. So for me not to go into the fight mode, because I don't know anything about, I know fight or flight. I'm either going to break up with you, cut you off, or I'm going to want to fight. And I want to get away from that. I want to do conflict resolution. So that's why I'm like, you don't have to talk to me like I'm your homie. You don't have to talk to me like I'm one of the fellas. I'm your girl. Talk to me soft. Talk to me, as they say, talk to me nice. It's not, talk to me nice. And when I'm saying talk to me nice, like talk to me in a way that's loving and you're really saying you want this change because it's going to help us, not just you. So if a woman can accept that, it's because she has not healed within herself to understand there's a difference. You know, he doesn't have to come at you like that. If he coming like, babe, I feel like this. I'm open to that. Like I like that. I don't like aggression. I'm not trying. I want to be your friend. Like we can be friends. We can be best friends. But I don't want to be your homie. Don't talk to me like I'm your homeboy. Don't be afraid to be emotional. Don't be afraid to be vulnerable. Like that. All that stuff is healthy. It's healthy. I want to see you cry. I want to see you be upset in a way like, dang, I just want to see you win. Like, I want to see that, but not you. That's why your mama didn't love you. That's why I don't want to see it. That's why the last dude did this to you. That's a hurt man. That is a hurt man. And it's not my job to foster someone that's hurt. It's not my job. We got to want to heal together, so.
That's real, man.
That's real talk.
It's so much to the dating world, man. We got to get away from that toxic mentality. It's not healthy. It's not productive. And cutting people off ain't productive either. Just so everybody knows.
That's another episode because I see some truth in cutting people off. And sometimes it's necessary, but it's another episode.
It is necessary, but
it's another episode.
We'll get into that next time.
Yeah, man. I hope y'all got something from this, man.
Yeah.
This was a special episode. Me and Brandon couldn't have did this by ourselves. I'll tell you that much.
It would have been short. It would have been short.
Real quick. Try not to say nothing to get us in trouble.
You don't want the ring? Bye.
Yeah, man.
Perspective is good.
It is, and that's why I like the balance of our team and being able to provide that. I wish Tori could have made it today. But hey man, don't forget to follow us.
Yes.
The Outlet 0721. Be sure to subscribe, like, share, comment, all of that good stuff. We got more coming. Should we introduce the letters? We gotta tell Ivan about the letters too.
The letters?
The letters?
Oh yeah. Oh,
okay.
Yeah, oh, yeah,
so, man, Ivan, you can tell me what you think about this, but we were talking based on what I've done in the past 4 days with recording these songs. How would it? Well, not how, but what do you think about having people submit anonymously, like certain situations or letters that we can end the show with?
Yes.
And whoever is on here, the guests will pick their brains on what they think.
Yes.
Yeah. Okay. We'll figure out a way to roll it out and create a flyer so y'all can email us y'all stories anonymously and just, even if it's from your past, like
get it off your chest.
Yeah. And if y'all want to get some perspective on it, Ivor don't cost that much to bring on this show. So, I mean, we'll do what we can to get the guru back on here, man. So she can help y'all out. This episode was for them people. This episode was also for them people who walk around with a iPhone screen cracked for 6 months because they ain't get the insurance and don't want to pay for a new one. Shout out to y'all, man. Shout out to y'all.
It's his face like, what?
Yeah, man.
CeeLo, bro, you the most random dude.
Out.
Out of here, huh?